Alright, what's up guys, the Worst Duelist here. I got Nick here with me. Blue Gohan got some support, so naturally me being the only person that is on YouTube that still talks about Blue Gohan, well naturally I printed the proxies and we're giving it the test games here against Kid Glue. So we're playing both of the new cards and trying out some different tech. There will be a deck tech kind of at the end where I go over some of the initial choices for the build that I played in this video. So we're going Charge Savior, Swing Lead, and we're going to go My Take 2 because we know that, you know, the Majin Buu deck wants to stall us out, so we're just going to take the 2 lives. Because we do want to get to our backside, right? We don't want to be awake and stalled. I'm going to charge here and swing, and then we're going to go play Mai, take a life, and then we're going to play Piccolo and Top Search. So the reason we do this is because the new 2-cost Gotenks is going to allow us to play this Gotenks we just searched, and then Galactic Donuts with the marker on next turn, and they basically can't awake and stall us at this point, which they're likely going to try to do so, right? And yeah, my cat is crying in the background, so he'll be whining. So you got the Hand Rip Buu here. Obviously, Blue Gohan doesn't really care about this. We have plenty of zeros to pitch. So this is going to feel pretty good here. He did attack lead, so we don't really need to rely on the Gotenks to awaken, but this is going to feel pretty good here to be able to swing at the unawakened side with the Gotenks, attack with the Gotenks. I believe I combo up here. Yeah, I just combo both of these here. So he just takes, which is nice because now we can play the Gotenks for 1, bottom deck the Hand Rip Buu, and then we can swing. It's not 35 yet because I don't have 10 in drop. But we go pitch lead, and then use the marker for Donuts. Donuts this guy just to get the double draw. And we're at, I think, 9 cards in drop now, so pretty cool. He supers out, and then we pass here. So we're on 3 energy, right? And we were able to get this guy out, which is kind of nice. Get him out on 3 and Donuts, which is pretty cool. So we're at 11 in drop. And then we go leader skill here, charge to 4, charge another one of those Gotenks. We reduce costs, overwhelming confidence, and then I think we whiffed here. Yeah, this was kind of the problem. I whiffed on the Gotenks. I didn't have it. I probably should not have charged the critical one here, just so I at least had a good target for it. But it would have been real nice if I could have gotten Mai into the other Gotenks, but we missed on it. So a little greedy play on my end, but like I am still trying to navigate the ratios with the deck and try to figure it out, right? But I should not have charged that other Gotenks. So he dies, and then we super combo out, and then here comes the fucking bullshit double striker stuff. So this Gotenks is just gonna remain frozen the whole game. I think I just go to 1 here. Because admittedly this game is pretty much over. Whiffing on that other Gotenks was kind of tough because it would just have been another thing for us to deal with. So we're gonna Donuts here, we're gonna Donuts again. I think we just pack it up. Yeah, I just take my last life, we just lose. There's nothing I could do. Just didn't have the Gotenks when I needed it, so you know, rather unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? So we're gonna pack it up, we're gonna play a second one here. We'll just skip. Alright, coming into the next game here. I did win the marker again, so that's nice. Blue Gohan does, of course, you know, typically we want the marker with this deck, so. I'm going to see a keep. I think this hand was pretty good. Then, yeah, charge a Savior here. Kind of the idea with the Saviors is you can just charge them early, and just if you have any left over at the end of the game, then cool. If not, whatever. It's just additional super combos since we are milling, right? I made a joke here that he was going to be rested and killed, but he actually didn't have it. So he swung life, which is good for us, of course. Charge of Donuts. Typically, you don't want to charge these. I think my hand was just really good here. So we'll take 2, I believe, and yeah, take 2, cantrip, pass. Of course, Nick playing around our bullshit, he just charges that crit boo the whole game. So rest a Mai, and then kill a Mai. Yep. And then Bobbity. And then what's nice is because of Mai and that 2-cost Gotenks, it's really hard for us to get awake installed. I don't think I drew for turns, which is why I drew there. Or no, I think I drew off leader, yeah. So Gotenks on the unawakened side again is quite good. And then this into bottom deck your guy, mill 2. And then we go swing. And I think I attack with this, but I roll it back and just leave it standing because then I turn off the freeze. So yeah, I think I end up saying, hey, no, put your life back. I want to try to play this correctly. And then he puts the life back and I can stall him from his freeze. And then we Donuts and then pass. Or maybe that was just a different game. Yeah, I think it was a different game after this. This is where I learned that I should do this. I was trying to show how many cards are in my hand. Yeah, I have a ton of cards in my hand. Yeah. What I should have done is what I said. I should have not awakened and then just left him standing so that he couldn't get the freeze on my Gotenks, but it is what it is. Minor misplay. We played a couple more after this, and I started doing that against this matchup. Again, still trying to navigate, you know, not only the matchup, but like this build as well. Leader skill pitch that Gohan. And then we overwhelming confidence, and we do have the other Gotenks already, so we're not going to whiff on it this time. I did mill super combo double confidence though, so that sucks. But we definitely have the enough cards and drop for the 35 swing. He just takes it and combos out here. And then yeah, we're kind of in a really good spot. We have a lot of cards in hand. What's kind of nice about this build, because you're able to get the Gotenks out with the 2-cost Gotenks, it allows you to save your extra for Galactic Donuts, which is really nice. You can keep board lock down while still, you know, bottom decking stuff. Like the things you can't bottom deck, you can lock with Donuts, and then you can bottom deck, obviously, your valid targets. So he's going to go here. We're going to super combo. He'll restand blocker. A little obnoxious. Not really a ton that we can do about that. So that's kind of annoying, but it is what it is, right? Froze our Gotenks again. I think here we're actually going to put that new Gohan on board. I know I play one at one point during one of these matchups. So it looks like that was another Donuts. Yeah, we did another Donuts, and then we actually are just going to go for this into swing combo up. Make him give us cards for this, which is kind of, again, a little cheeky thing we can do now, and then Gotenks effect. And then bottom deck the Buhan, and then swing another 35, and then swing a 35. He will combo save. I probably could have just attacked into this again, even though it's Donuts, to potentially just try to remove it. That way I'm not trying to Donuts two things. But realistically, like, I need to try to win the game, like, really soon. But, of course, Freeze Coup is going to come down, and that's not going to be the case. So he'll swing here, we take here. Yeah. And then he'll freeze, and then he'll Majin Buu freeze. Oh, he doesn't even freeze. He loses 10k up and goes blocker. Freezes with the Kid Buu leader. So my whole board's frozen, so that's super annoying. But there again, really only Kid Buu is able to do this, right? I think, again, if we went to kill that Majin Buu Kid, then he wouldn't have had the target to freeze. Maybe his play would have been different, but yeah, we're going to Donuts it again, because, I mean, that's kind of what we're doing here. Overwhelming confidence. I think I do go for the Gohan here, so that way I can try to get some cards back. Yeah, we go for the Gohan. So we have a 35 swing here still, 35 into the kid, to the excuse me, the Freeze Coup, getting back 10k combo power. We're starting to make him like run really low on cards, which is nice. And we lock down the Majin Buu Kid again, so he's still not gonna be able to get that double strike out of that one. He'll have to play a new one. And we do have quite a lot of cards in hand, so, you know, potentially his hand dump is not that real. Because most of our hand was 10Ks, if I recall correctly. We're going to 7 energy, by the way, against Majin Buu with Blue Gohan. I just want to stress the fact that we are quite literally pressing this matchup right now with Blue Gohan. So that's kind of cool. So we super combo out here. He goes can't attack, and he goes swing, combo. I believe it ends up being like 95, and I just have a couple 10s and a 5. Savior in life, savior on top of deck. It is what it is, right? Let's go to the deck tech. Really quick, I need to mention the deck in the deck tech is 49. There's meant to be a third Vegito. It was just off to the side. I forgot to add it to the deck. My bad. All right, so I kind of want to just quickly talk about the early build. So this was the main idea with the list. It was actually 55. I had additional copies of some stuff that I think I'm probably going to take out because I kind of just think I need to go down to, I was at 55, I want to go down to 50, so I won't kind of talk about it as I just kind of go through the deck. Obviously, you want the cantrips for the consistencies, 4 Piccolos because it finds a lot of, there's like 24 targets for this, or like 22 or something, and you got 12 extras and 11 Gotenkses. So yeah, this has 23 targets, or that's, yeah, 23, and then also like what's neat about this is you can tech these and search it. So this is probably like a mandatory 4 of going forward if you're going to go for a build like this. And then of course I was doing the Mize because you know, you just don't ever really want to get Awake installed, and you want to kind of just be able to awaken on demand. So I was doing 4, but I think that you just kind of will go with a 2 and you just use it if you need it sort of situation. Same thing with this Mai. This Mai is obviously super good against some decks. It gives you the ability to you know, play this on 4 energy and overwhelming confidence, and then you can bottom deck 4 drops, which naturally is good into like Boo. It's decent into black as well if they don't have the trunks, which theoretically you could just remove their trunks and then remove their Goku GT, especially because you can get these out so early with the new 2-cost Go tanks. I was playing 3. Again, this is probably another cuttable card because if you go to 50, 2 ofs are like a little bit more consistent. Obviously it's not great, but yeah. So I think this Mai is probably a good inclusion with like being able to do this for so cheap, especially if you can play the new 2-drop Go tanks on turn 2 and then he lives, which is, you know, admittedly pretty unlikely into most decks, but it can happen. So that would obviously just make this kind of a bit more of a god card, because you could do this, reduce something, and then go here, get a 4. Why they have a turn 4 out already, I don't know, but Fat Boo cheats into Boras, or maybe, who knows, there might be Blue Gohan mirror matches. Okay, that was a joke, but yeah, you could do like this, and then ability, and then Galactic Donuts all in the same turn, which is cool. And then obviously we're going to play 4 of the new Go tanks. That's a 10k. At first when I saw this card, I thought it was kind of okay, and as you saw, it kind of puts in a lot of work. Also being a 10k that you can add back off of this guy is pretty nice as well. It's sort of like, it gives you the option, this card just gives you the option to play this and Galactic Donuts both in the same turn. So that way, you know, in the early game, if they're still on their front side, you can poke with this, poke with leader, flip, Galactic Donuts, you know, whatever, just get the draw, and then attack their leader with a 30 or 30 crit. So it's pretty good. Obviously, we're going to play 4 of this one because, I mean, this is like, you know, the best one. Then this guy, if you have 10 cards in your drop, you draw a card, and then the critical pressure, which if you like do this turn 1, like if you go second, you have the marker, you play this turn 1. And then the next turn you play this, you're starting to swing 30 crits on 2 energy. You don't get the draw off of this, but like you're swinging 30 crits. That's pretty good. And it's not like this is super easy to remove at that point in the game. I did 4 of this because it has combo power. I guess theoretically you could probably cut this to 3 and then put the 4th of this back in. I took one of these out because it's another 0. But then it's more zeros, right? I wanted to play 4 of this one because he has combo power. This is the best Go tanks, and this is kind of like a secondary, right? So yeah, just 4 of this. This card I thought was pretty bad as well. I didn't think this was bad. I just didn't think it was like exactly what we needed, but this does help a lot. When I first read this, I thought this card was really bad. But then I put it on the board, and then as you can see, it kind of allows you to sort of recur some advantage. It's a 35 swing as well. I wish it was just permanent 35 like this. That would have been nice, but yeah, 10 or more and drop it to 35 swing on your turn, and then obviously the when attacking is a when attacking, so if it lives, you get to keep doing it, which is nice. And then of course you're doing the Vegito top end because we're playing the, you know, like the sort of aggro, so to speak, variant for super combos. And then the extras, pretty self-explanatory. I mean, Overwhelming Confidence is like the best one. You know, Galactic Donuts, of course, good as well. And then Savior of the World. So it's kind of like, you know, we could just play Amazing Hitting Potential instead of this, but that's another 0. And then Amazing Hitting Potential was only really good whenever we had Satan City Gohan in here in previous iterations of the deck, because you could Leader Skill go down a card, and then you would go Amazing Hitting Potential, go down to 7, and then you could Gohan a 4 and a 3, which was nice. But honestly, just going down on cards, even if you're bottom decking 2, it's just not great. This is just not a deck that wants to be at 7 or fewer, so I just felt like there was no really any need for it. As far as the saviors go, these are just a free charge. You can just charge these for free until the end of the game, and then if you have some left over at the end of the game, then very cool. You can just start using them for super combos or your hand dump. So, but yeah, this is my early thoughts with the deck. I just played a couple games with it. I just wanted to post a little bit of a deck tech at the end here. I'll probably do like a full deck profile as well and just talk about the deck. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay.